Billam-Smith retains WBO Cruiserweight belt by unanimous decision as he survives Ric Riakporhe hugfest. The pair's series is level at 1 win apiece. Billam-Smith survived a Ric Riakporhe snugglefest to cling on to his WBO Cruiserweight world title. The Bournemouth champ had to go to Riakporhe's Crystal Palace home to land a massive payday, and it was well worth it after an easy night's work. In front of New Eagles manager Oliver Glasner, Riakporhe and hapless trainer Angel Fernandez got their tactics utterly wrong and blew their expensive chance as the judges called the hugfest 116 to 111, 115 to 112, and 115 to 112. Riakporhe fizzed in the first couple of crisp jabs and drove a pair of his trademark hand equalizers onto CBS high and tight guard. The 33-year-old chair is fan-poked and prodded, but took no early risks on enemy ground. Riakporhe, 34, wasted most of the second round, holding on to CBS and pinning him back onto the ropes. The experienced champion was too easily manhandled, but was putting his punches together when they weren't entangled. Riakporhe landed a smart right hand in the third, but spoiled the rest of the round by hugging, and was warned for rubbing his forehead into CBS during one long and ugly embrace. The fourth was tight and tasty. Riakporhe missed with a few wild power punches, and CBS tagged his body. But the challenger scored with other punches, and CBS slipped into some bad old habits when he was easy to hit. The middle rounds were hard to stomach as Riakporhe moved from hugs to cuddles and eventually into snuggles. But he did land the sixth round's best shots and got Billam-Smith's nose bleeding. Referee Steve Gray was doing the shrinking audience a disservice by not punishing Riakporhe for the endless wrestling that was turning everyone off. CBS enjoyed his best session in round 8. Riakporhe was hurt a couple of times and was briefly slumped over in the champ's red corner. Sweat and blood was slashed off his handsome face a couple of times as the Dorset Dangerman grew into the bout. Then CBS was buzzed as soon as the ninth started, but Riakporhe's follow-up was low, so he was able to recover. Then to more booming right hands had CBS in serious trouble, clinging on and desperately awaiting the bell, which saved him in the nick of time. Riakporhe got his umpteenth verbal warning for a holding and headbutting in the 11th, but still escaped a point deduction. The final bell could not have come sooner after the 14 pounds rutted and wriggled for one final session. Gray did finally take a point off Riakporhe for his incessant fouling and spoiling, but the damage to CBS and the spectacle was already done. CBS said, "I am really pleased. The difference was experience and speed and the game plan. Shane McGuigan, my trainer, is a master."